All right. Can you hear me? Sounds good? Okay. So hello, Team Fortitude, and everyone else who is watching. I'm Whitney Vasquez, and I am going to be giving you a video. I'm going to try and be as prompt as possible and explain your social media presence, do's and don'ts. So before we get started, I'll just let you know I have been a coach for 3 years this month, and I can honestly say that I have learned over time these things that I'm about to share and explain, and they are very crucial to building your business in social media. Some things to keep in mind is that social media and Facebook can be incredible tools. You can grow and you can show up in people's lives. They can watch you growing online, and it's a positive way to build your business. And it doesn't have to be Facebook. It can be any social media platform. There's so many different ones out there right now. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Pinterest, there's Snapchat now. That's really big. You just have to figure out what works for you and seek out those that are the experts in that social media platform and get training from them and pick up the do's and don'ts from them as far as what works on that specific platform. And I also recommend not doing too many at one time, because you will get overwhelmed and you will get frustrated. For a lot of our elite coaches in this business, a lot of them have used Facebook, and they have grown a 6-figure income just by using Facebook, and not even using Facebook ads and stuff like that just yet either. So it is very doable. It's very possible. All right. Other things to keep in mind: social media can work for you or against you, and it's very important to put these things that I'm teaching you today into practice and apply them, and not just listen in, because like I said, it can work for you or against you. And you are branding you, not Beachbody. So remember that. You can attract people and inspire them, or you can push people away just as easily. If done right, you can build an incredible community, which we like to call our tribe, online, and they are going to give you support that you need. They're going to be like your followers, your viewers that you can count on day in, day out. They're going to be the ones that are giving you likes, giving you comments, and propelling your business forward. And they're going to be giving you referrals and growing your business along with you, because they believe in you and they believe in what you do and they trust you. So as long as you are giving valuable information on your page and you are being consistent, you're going to be planting seeds every single day. And over time, you can develop them into challengers and coaches as you go along, and you're building that relationship with them through your personal Facebook page. I'm not even talking about a like page yet. So consistency is another thing to keep in mind. Huge, crucial part of building your business. You have to be consistent. And that means posting anywhere from 3 minimum times a day up to 5 times a day. I wouldn't say post just to be posting either. You don't want to just post random things just to be posting. But you definitely want to be consistent and have things that are of value for your viewers. And then also you want to keep in mind to be posting at a certain time of day. We call that the high traffic time of day on Facebook, or Instagram, or whatever it is that you are building your platform or using as your platform. So for me, for instance, first thing in the morning, I would want to have a post. That way, like, there's a lot of people that they go and they grab their phone before they even get out of bed, and they're scrolling through and they're looking for something early in the morning. I don't know if they're looking to just like be updated on the world or be inspired by something before they get out of bed. And that can be your job, and that can be something that they look for, like, what did we post today? You know, and be inspired first thing in the morning. Also, around lunchtime is whenever I get some high traffic, and midday, and then also at bedtime around 8 or 9, whenever all of the kids have been in bed and you know, mommy and daddy are like just relaxing on the couch or whatever, and they're scrolling through Facebook. I do get a lot of high traffic that time of night. There's also certain days of the week that are recommended to post your bigger invites, and that would be normally on a Sunday evening time period. For me, I think mine is just like throughout the weekend. I'm still trying to figure it out. But you have to play around with it, and you have to figure out what part of your market niche, what parts of the day are the high traffic times. All right, so we're gonna move on to the do's as far as visually what you want your page to look like. So first of all, we're gonna start with your profile picture. You want to make sure it is a very bright, happy face, not super zoomed out where they can't see you and there's tons of other things in the picture. You want it to be mostly your face like this, smiling. Cheese. And you want your cover photo, Facebook banner, to be something that represents you and what you are about. So that can be your family and your kids. You can have a picture of you lifting weights. You can have a picture of your fur babies. You can have a picture of whatever you're passionate about. You could even put like something like your favorite scripture or a favorite quote, something like that. I like to use PicMonkey. It is free to use it, and you can add things together and make it all artsy and whatever. It doesn't take that long, and I like that it's free. And I've seen some beautiful creations come out of that as far as coaches on our team. Also, you want to keep it simple and to the point. Don't put a bunch of stuff in there. You don't want to make it look too busy. And so the point of that is when they come to your page, they can immediately see what you are about and what you represent and where you're going, what your vision is. So some things that you visually want to do on your page as far as pictures go. For anything that you're posting, you want it to be a picture that is yours. You don't want to constantly be posting other people's pictures, other people's quotes, other people's quote pictures that they've come up with. You can use other people's quotes, just try to make it your picture. So make it your picture of you and your family, or you working out, or you making something in the kitchen, something like that, and then add in, you know, in the picture what you want it to say. Make sure it's bright colors, make sure it's bright lighting, make sure it's not fuzzy. You want to make it pop, and you want to make it very aesthetically pleasing, because when people are scrolling, and when I say that is scrolling, is because majority of people who are on Facebook are using their phones. So they're scrolling through with their thumbs, right? And you only have about half a second to grasp their attention. So you want to make sure that they're going to look at a picture that's like, oh, what is that? And they're going to stop, and they're going to look at it, and they're going to read it. So a few apps that I like to use on my phone, which most of them are free, is Pick, Play, Post, which you can use videos in that one, make like a little video collage. A Beautiful Mess, Word Swag, Photofy, and Party Party. The Party Party was the only one I had to pay for, and it was like $2. So those are the ones that I like to use, and you can make them as creative as you want. But all in doesn't mean all day, so don't get distracted with making it absolutely specifically perfect. Just get on there, have a little fun with it, and then post it. Don't spend too much time on those. All right. Another thing you want to do is make your profile page public. I can say that I am, a little bit cautious about certain posts that I do. Like when it comes to my kids, I don't make those public. I go into the specific post that I do and I make it friends only. But for the most part, you will see that my page is public. You want as many eyes on your page as possible. That way, your business will grow, your contacts will grow, your relationships will grow. Also, you want to, if you're having a great day and you're, having like a photo shoot with your family, or you're getting ready for an event or something like that, try to take some pictures that you just feel good about yourself, you feel confident, your hair, makeup's done, whatever, and you're feeling really good. Take a bunch of pictures doing random things that you can have later on and have so that you have just built up in your phone pictures that you can go to later on as far as like content. Because sometimes you'll find that you're having like a slow week or a couple days where you're like, I don't know what to post. My life's kind of boring right now. So you can grab those pictures that you already have on hand and you can add something to them and post them with whatever you want to add value in that post, and then make it whatever you want with whatever content. So as far as do's and content goes, you want to treat your Facebook page like your storefront. Make sure to clean it up and treat it with care. If you would imagine, if you had a business that was brick and mortar, you wouldn't want the front of the store filled up with leaves and cigarette butts and, like old bottles and things like that. You want to get it clean. And what I mean by that, as far as your Facebook page goes, you want to maybe go back into like old albums and clean out any pictures that are indecent or inappropriate. Just, I don't know. Sometimes we have those pictures that were tagged in from a long, long time ago. We didn't know that they were there, or we forgot about them. You also don't want people tagging you in things and it appearing on your page and, building their legacy with their businesses on your page without your consent. As far as like friends, close friends and family that you want to support them and their business is like completely opposite of what we are doing and what we represent, and you want to support them, at least you can say, yes, I can allow that tag to be on my page and it appear to everybody. But as far as your, a lot of aggressive business marketing out there, people will tag other people in their posts trying to sell you something. So basically, build your brand, don't build someone else's. Go into your settings and make sure that you are in charge of what's being posted, and you have to approve of what's being posted and what you're tagged in. Also, we want to have engagement. So this is another do. Engagement is huge because Facebook is looking at pleasing their viewers. If you are posting posts that are getting a lot of likes and a lot of comments, that means Facebook is going to rank you higher on the news feed. So let's say you post a post, like for example, you want to ask people A, B, C, or D, what should I wear tonight? And you post a picture of your outfits. And you're going to get a lot of engagement because people love to give their opinions and their advice. So you can post that like midday and it will still be going strong by the end of the day.
And I'll be good for that.
And other things is that you want to basically not appear to Facebook as a slacker. That's why consistency is huge. Because if you go a few days with only posting like once or twice a day, your posts are not going to appear to that many people on their news feeds unless they're following you. And I'm not sure if you guys know, but as far as your complete friends list, only about 6% of your friends are seeing your posts. So the more you post, consistency, the more engagement you get on your page and your posts, the more Facebook will make you rank in their news feeds and appear to more people over time. So another thing you want to remember is to just ask questions. This is how you get engagement. Ask questions, post about popular topics. It can be like, it could be about fashion, coffee, anything like that. Ask for advice. People love to give their advice, like I said. There's some great examples I'll show you later with a few of coaches on our team. You want to be relatable, be positive, be uplifting. We'll go over the don'ts in a minute. Post about your 5 passions. If you have gone through the Rock the Basics training, you probably know what we're talking about. Your 5 passions, for example, mine are faith, marriage, parenting, fitness, and nutrition. You can guarantee when you come visit my page, that is what you're going to learn about. That is what you're going to see the most of, and you can know that you're going to get valuable information from me or my personal perspective on those 5 things. So figure out what your 5 are and stick with those and let it be your guide for what you are posting about. Other examples, it could be anything that you're passionate about, guys. Fashion, parenting, or how to organize things, scrapbooking, dog training. It could be anything that you know that you are good at, you're skilled at, you're passionate about, and you're adding value to people's lives, teaching them how to do those things. That's how you're going to gain viewers and your tribe. If you are going through a trial and struggle, do share about it, but don't vent about it. Don't use Facebook as a place to vent. Use it as a place to share your struggle and that you're human and that you're relatable. And share how you have overcome it. Share on your posts your unshakable, positive belief system in what we have to offer as coaches and what we have found as coaches or just even challengers, what we have found in Beachbody. We have found what? Nutrition, fitness that works and it's efficient, and accountability. A community of people who believe in us. And it's working. We're seeing results. It's changing our life. It's transforming our minds and our bodies. Why wouldn't we want to share about that, right? Yeah. So, share your unshakable, positive belief system. So that doesn't mean sharing a post and being unconfident. You always want to sound very confident in what we have to offer. All right, be consistent. Being consistent tells your viewers that they can count on you to be there for them when they are ready. They may not be ready right now. They might not be ready in 3 months from now. They may not be ready for a year from now. Guys, I'm telling you, I have people that I have reached out to 2-3 years ago. They're just now coming around. You have to be consistent and be there for them when they are finally ready. All right, and so when you're posting and you're constantly sharing your story, sharing your struggle, sharing what your coach life is like, and what a blessing this is to you, they're finally going to get on board with you, I promise, if you're just consistent. All right, so let people get to know you through your general posts, and through those general posts, you're going to be indirectly planting seeds all the time. And make sure that you keep your integrity on point and your character, and use your humor. Let your humor shine through. Doesn't always have to be serious. Just remember to add value to their lives. Give them a reason to follow you and give them a reason to share your post. So, you know how you can go to anybody's post and share it onto their page so that their friends can see it. That's another reason why you want to have your page public. So that way their friends can see it, and then those friends can share it on their page, and then those other friends can see it. And you know, as far as like maybe you only have like 800 friends on your friends list or whatever the number may be, and then they go and share it with their 800 friends, and then that one of those people goes and share it with those 800 friends. Like, look how far your name is getting spread and your legacy is growing. Okay, so you want to try to be creative and come up with posts as much as you can that people will want to share, therefore expanding the viewers that are looking at your page. Okay, moving on. Okay, share your results and your journey. So important, guys, but it doesn't have to be a sweaty selfie every single day. You want to share your before and afters. You want to share whenever you're, you know, sticking to a program and you want to share as far as accountability goes, this is what happened before and after. But you don't want to share just the numbers. You want to share how you have changed on the inside, what you have learned from the experience. But you don't even have to do that. Sometimes for the most part, you can share the smaller victories as well along the way, because you're falling in love with the journey. You're falling in love with yourself again, right? And so maybe share how you don't have to take cholesterol medicine anymore. Share how you've gone down a size in your pants, and share how you had to get a belt to, you know, keep your pants up. Or share about, let's see, another one. How about going up in weights, becoming stronger every day? What else? Accomplishing more push-ups in a minute, right? For me, I've been doing hammer and chisel lately. I went from doing only 13 push-ups a minute to 31 push-ups. That's freaking awesome, even though the scale hasn't moved. So share that kind of stuff. People are going to be able to like relate with you and say, oh man, she is human and she is struggling, but she's still sticking with it over time. If you ever feel like you're stuck in your business and you don't know what to post, maybe go back to your personal development. Like right now I'm reading this one, The Compound Effect. It is really easy to just spend 10 minutes a day reading this, and I can easily come up with a post like that because it's eye-opening. It's learning, and it's growing my mind. It's helping me to think outside the box and change my mindset and help me to transform those bad habits into good habits, right? So you can easily come up with a post of value by doing your personal development. And you can also come up with a post even more easily. It's easier to post whenever you are being a positive example as well, when you are being a product of the product, because you're going to be working out and you can take pictures of you working out. You're going to be doing your PD. You're going to be eating well, so share pictures of what you're eating, or share a recipe, or also, if you feel like you're stuck and you don't know what to post, pick a program and stick with it and ask people for accountability on your page. You know, we have our challenge groups, but ask for accountability on your page specifically. And they'll be able to give you that encouragement and support, and they're gonna have their eyes on you for sure, waiting for you to slip up, right? So that's like some huge accountability. All right, and then the last thing to remember is for content dues, post through the crickets. You're going to be posting about coaching. You're going to be posting, you know, shout outs to your challengers and your coaches on your team. You're going to be posting invites, things like that. Those are not going to get a lot of likes and comments. I promise you, sharing about your daughter in soccer is going to get way more likes and comments than when you post about an invite to a challenge group. That doesn't mean that people are not seeing it. That does not mean that people are not watching and reading those posts. They probably are not liking them and commenting on them because they feel guilty, or they feel that they're not ready yet, or they are conflicted. Conflicted and convicted. So keep on posting through the crickets, because I promise you, you will get messages, private messages, and you are on their radar for sure. All right, some don'ts. Let's move on to don'ts. Visually. Do not let your page be a billboard for other people to tag you in a ton of things that don't represent your brand. We already talked about that a little bit. And you can go and easily change that in your Facebook settings. Don't let someone else build their legacy off of your page. Don't be posting constant sweaty selfies and mushy lips. You know what I'm talking about. I worked out today. Did you? I am completely guilty of that, by the way, in the first few months of coaching. You do not have to mention Shakeology. You do not have to mention Beachbody. You do not have to mention specific programs. I actually encourage you not to. Why? Because you're keeping your viewers guessing, especially new people that don't know what you are about. They are going to be seeing your post, and then they can actually comment on your post and say, what program are you doing? Or what is this? How can I get in on this? Or are you a coach? You know, they're going to ask you questions. They're going to be curious. And that's what you want. You don't want them to just see that you're doing a program, specifically 21 Day Fix, which is almost a common household name now. And they can go buy it off of Amazon or off of the infomercial or straight to the Beachbody website without getting you as their coach. So be the one that engages them and pulls them in, but then you get to be the one that tells them about it, explains everything about it, and then excite them about it, edify, encourage them, believe in them, give them that belief that they can do it and accomplish it, and you get to hold their hand through it and be their coach. And then challengers turn into coaches on your team. So, like I said, keep it not a mystery, but you know, keep them engaged and keep them curious, and then privately message them. Hey, you know, I saw your comment on my post. I'd love to be the one to tell you about what I'm doing and invite you to my challenge group. Have you ever thought about doing a challenge with me? And they'll probably be excited, and they'll probably say, no, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Okay? All right. Also, we're going to move on to content. So don'ts as far as content. Do not post ugly rants, venting, gossiping, political stances. I know you guys know that there is a lot of negativity on Facebook already. That is not our job to add to it. We do not want to add fuel to the fire. So if you see people posting political stances, you're not going to change anyone's mind. Facebook platform is not the place or time or energy to be changing people's minds with your political opinions. Okay? Oh my goodness. So, keep it civil. Don't even post about it. And don't engage in it either. Because there's no point, guys. Talk about wasted time. Okay. Don't be posting things that are very broad spectrum. People can't relate to them. They don't understand what it is as far as your coaching or the program that you're doing. You don't want to say things like, I just signed up as a coach. Here's my website. Come buy something. I want to be your coach. You're going to end up being like Facebook spam, and people are going to block you or just ignore your post. And then they're going to, you know, have a bad view of what you are, what you're doing. They're going to basically think that you're just after their money, where that's not what we're about. We're about relationships. So don't spam your friends. I just signed up as coach. I'm super excited because T25 is on sale. Come and get it from me, please. It's going to be awesome. It's amazing. I've had so many great results. I love it. It tastes so good. We don't want to do that because people are not going to relate to that. Our job as coaches is to explain the value of what we have to offer. Because people don't see the value in it. They're going to say, dang, You're asking me to spend how much? No way, you're crazy. Once you wrap it up in an Oreo cookie and you have a relationship with them and they trust you, they're going to be like, how much is it? You know what? I don't even care. Just send me the links. Do it. That's the power of building relationships. All right, so don't use words like I just said, amazing, it's so great, it's so awesome. You know, you have to use a little bit more descriptive words and storytelling, because facts tell, stories sell. All right, another thing that you don't want to do, don't try to be perfect. Don't take 50,000 pictures just to get one good picture. Just use the freaking picture that you have on your phone. Just one. It's all in does not mean all day. Don't try to be perfect. People cannot relate to that. Be genuine. Be genuine with your posts. Don't act like you have it all together, because you don't. I don't have it all together. It's normal. All right. Don't care what other people say. This is a huge one. Haters are gonna hate. I sound like such a white girl. Haters are gonna hate. Okay? People are always going, misery loves company. So if you have those people in your life that will post negative things on your posts, all you have to do is delete their comment. Bless and release. They're not in your corner. Who cares? You have so many other people in your corner. So don't be focusing on the one whenever there's hundreds of people out there that need your help and they need you. And you need to stay positive and keep your eyes focused on your vision, so that way you do not get distracted by the haters. All right. Don't get discouraged and throw in the towel just because you aren't getting that many likes or comments. Like I said earlier, post to the crickets. Learn to just tweak your posts. Tweak them in a way that is specific to what you are doing, what you're trying to get across, and learn those high traffic times in the day. All right? And like I said, this is who you are now. This is your community. This is the tools Beachbody has are working for you. So it's actually kind of selfish not to share with other people who are miserable and they need it. They need something to change their lives around, just like me and you. So share what you have found in this amazing community with all these tools. And don't feel bad about it. Don't say sorry about it, because you shouldn't be sorry. All right, so while I have you, I'm going to show you some examples of people while we still have a little bit of time. I'm going to screen share and show you a few examples of what we talked about. And Samantha, can you unmute yourself, and I'm going to share the screen and just tell me if you can see it or not.
Okay. I can see it.
Okay, thank you. All right, so as far as what we have going on right here, this is Robin's page, and see how she took a picture right here, and she just added some words to it. That looks like she used word swag. And then her post is pretty simple and to the point. She got her workout in, even though she's out of town and she had to run errands. She had to improvise. She's sharing how she's living a healthy, fit life, regardless of the circumstances. Here's a great one. An awesome recipe that she found. So right away, when you go to her page, there's a nice picture, smiling face. You can see who she is. That way, like if you're, especially when you're in the community, people can see you and see who you are, and like they can recognize you in public. Post an updated picture of your smiling face. I highly recommend that. All right, and then she put a quote as her Facebook banner. That is something that's inspirational. All right, and so we go and we can see what she's about. She's about fitness. She's about nutrition. We scroll down some. Here's a great one. She's asking people to give their advice and their opinions. Look how many comments she has. Over 45 comments. Because people love to give their advice. She didn't even have to post that much. Look, which rug for the living room? Trying to decide white walls and medium brown sofa. So simple. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And she just used a little app to make her picture. All right. So Robin's had an incredibly busy last, like, I don't even know, 7, 8 weeks, where she's been moving and doing all kinds of stuff. And so she is doing a great job keeping her page afloat. This is something that she probably took from somewhere else. She might have made it herself, but if you can see, it's a quote, but she added her input on there and why it speaks to her. She's sharing about her kids. Here we go. Sharing about her workout. Sharing about how change is hard and it's not always convenient, but we have to roll with it, right? And then she's sharing her faith again. Thank you, Lord, for another day. And she took her picture and then she added some words in it. Great examples. All right. I'm going to show you Stacy's, and if I have time, I'll show you one more. All right, here we go. Cece, incredible coach, very creative. She's sharing about her kids, right? Sharing about Snapchat, because she's trying to build her Snapchat. So she's going to post a little bit every now and then about her Snapchat and add people to that over time by posting funny pictures on her Facebook and asking people to join her over in Snapchat. All right, here she is posting about her fitness journey. So we can automatically tell when we go to her page, she is about family, fitness, and fun. In her picture, she didn't even make any words or anything. She didn't have to do anything special with the picture. All she did was post the picture with what she had to say. She's in competition with herself. Wonderful post. Here we are. A love affair begins. Everybody loves some comfort food, right? So, of course, look how many likes she got. There's like over 41 likes on that. So simple, but she knows what her viewers like. So she's funny. She posted funny picture with a comfort food. All right, here's her blog. So she's sharing her blog, building her her legacy through her blog, and sharing her life through that as well. She's gonna get more viewers because she's sharing it on her Facebook feed. All right, here we go. Here's a good one of sharing her coach life. So basically, this is her office for the day. She got to take her office to a cafe, right? It's fun. It's really short, but she's sharing that she got to work on her upcoming fitness group and blog. So she's sharing what she's about and what she does as a coach. Not that hard. Everybody's like, you know, one of those things like, if I can do it, so can you. It's that easy. All I have to do is just go to a cafe and I'm working for an hour and then I'm going home because my job is flexible, basically. So look how many likes. Quite a few. And she's not even mentioning that she's a Beachbody coach at all. She just says my upcoming fitness group. So most likely she's going to have people that are going to ask, what is a fitness group? What do you do exactly? They're going to be interested and curious. All right, so here's an example of Vicky, she gets to see this. She is into selling these, or she's having a party. I'm not sure. But Stacy is allowing this to be on her page, right? Because we are in control of our storefront. She's controlling that. She's allowing it. Here we go. Perfect example of how to post about your Shakeology without even mentioning it. She says, this is how I leave my house every day. I take my drinking seriously, peeps. So it's funny, it's quirky. She has her 3 drinks, water, Shakeology, and coffee, most likely, if I know Stacy at all. And she doesn't show the Shakeology label on her bottle. But doesn't that look delicious and yummy? So people are gonna be like, what the heck is she drinking? That looks super good. They're gonna be curious. And look at this. Look how many likes she got. Over 55. So simple. We don't have to post a dramatic, elaborate story every single day, but people come to our page and they can see who we are and what we're about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you one more. Chelsea. Of course, you guys know Chelsea also has been incredibly busy with moving and all kinds of stuff. I really enjoy her posts on how she puts the text, because whenever you're scrolling through on your phone, you're only going to see the first few lines of a post if it's more than that. So you want to make sure that it's attention grabbing. So what she does here is she uses the parentheses and an emoticon or emoji, and those are always eye-popping and helpful in grasping someone's attention. And she doesn't just automatically start writing in long paragraph form. She will break it up into lines. That way the eyes are able to actually want to read more of it and not get lost in the text. So she's posting a simple picture of her and her hubby drinking water, and it says water selfie, and she's basically sharing that a part of this fitness life is staying hydrated, right? And it's not that long, and it shows testimony too, because her husband didn't used to drink a lot of water, and now he is rarely leaving the house without his water jug. So it shares how this journey can change you over time. She posted about soda. So look how she took this picture from somewhere else, but she shared in her post, need help getting off your soda kick, let me know, I can help. She didn't say, I'm a Beachbody coach and this is not 21 Day Fix approved and I can help you because I'm a coach and I'm amazing and I've done amazing things and I have challenge groups where we focus on this, and she doesn't go into like 1,000 details, and she doesn't even mention that she's a Beachbody coach. She just says, let me know, I can help. So that's a great example. Shares about her child. Let's see if I can pull up any more. Okay, so this would be a great one that would be something that you would share from personal development and maybe an invite to a challenge group. And so whenever you look at that picture, it says life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And you're like, any normal viewer would be like, wow, that's really great. That's inspiring. What does that mean? And then they're going to, or what does that mean to Chelsea? So they're going to read it, and it says take action. Oh, okay. So then they're going to read it, and they're going to see what she's talking about, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something for you. She talks about her challenge group coming up and falling forward. So that's a really great way to get people engaged in your post. And, as far as invites go, like I said, you won't get that many likes, right? But people are definitely viewing them. I promise you there's eyes on there. Here's another one where she invited. She just posted a cute little picture of her and her boy. And then she was talking about the health bet. All right, so hopefully those were some great tools for you guys, some great examples. One last thing, since it's fairly new, going live on your pages is huge. And I recommend doing that at least once a week, if not more. What happens is Facebook will see that you are raw and live and engaging with your viewers, and they're going to constantly pull viewers for you so that they can view those live feeds. And if I'm not mistaken, in Team Courage, there's actually a list of like ideas of what you can, like, you know, just topics or ideas that you can do live videos for. And really, honestly, guys, the more that you do this, the more experience you will get and the more comfortable you will be with doing live video, with posting any type of video, with posting anything of value, sharing your struggles, sharing your journey. It's going to be a lot easier, and you're going to be able to do it like the back of your hand because you're just showing up, you're getting more experience over time. So that concludes our webinar for tonight. And I am going to also post a video of just some more helpful tools and things from Team Courage, because there's an amazing webinar that they did that has some visual stuff on there too, and other great reminders and pointers. So Samantha, do you have any questions or anything you want to add? You can unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
Not that I can think of. Gosh, that going live thing though scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's
the Team Courage. I'm gonna go in and look at the list. Yeah. Huh. What about the other sites like Pinterest, Instagram, blogs? What do you recommend for a second site, like a second? Do you recommend a like page, I guess, or what for like us?
Like pages?
I've always gone back and forth about like pages.
I would say master your Facebook page first. And then we can do some more training on like pages later. There's plenty of training and webinars on doing like pages and doing the Facebook ads and all kinds of stuff. But I would say just get used to posting and sharing your story on your page first before adding anything else to your plate.
What about adding friends? For anyone that's having trouble adding friends, can you make some suggestions on how to do that?
Adding friends, that really comes down to reaching out and keeping your funnel full as far as what you're passionate about. You can go and add or have yourself added to multiple different Facebook groups on anything from, you know, specific breed of dog, you know, people who love the type of breed of dogs, to scrapbooking, to kombucha making, to baby wearing, and anything and everything under the sun. So go to those pages. They're most likely going to have the whole, you know, don't try to sell it to anybody or you will be kicked out, blah, blah, blah. So just make friends in those groups and don't mention that you're a Beachbody coach. Don't mention what you're doing. Just add them as a friend while you're talking to them in the groups and have them viewing your page. They'll have their eyes on your page. They'll eventually come around and they'll ask you, hey, what do you do? And they'll know that you're a coach, and then they'll, you know, they're going to be viewing your page and you will be on their radar. Also, anywhere you go, be sociable, smile at people. That's one thing we learned at Danny Johnson this last weekend. Smile. Because whenever you're like this in the checkout line, that's basically telling everybody to F off, and you don't want to talk to them, and they're not important, you don't honor them, you don't respect them, you do not want anything to do with them. So, you know, just engage with people while you are out and about. And for some, that might be hard at first. However, I honestly can go to a park now and make a friend in like 5 minutes flat because of forming them. The form, F-O-R-M, family, organization, is that occupation, R is for recreation, M is for their message. So find out about their lives, ask them a ton of questions. And you can just be like, you know what, do you mind if we stay in contact? Are you on Facebook? Do you mind if I add you? I would love to get together again. Maybe our kids can have a play date. I would love to get to know more about you and whatever they are, you know, whatever they talk to you about. It's so easy to constantly be adding people to your Facebook in just those 2 ways. And then there's multiple other ways. Does that help? You put yourself
I think that was the only question. Yeah.
Awesome. So, anybody else that has questions after viewing this, please don't hesitate to ask questions and post in the comments with the video and tag your coach and just be a sponge, show up for training, be teachable, and then write notes when you're listening to these webinars and then go and apply them, and you will grow and be successful at this. I promise you. This is totally duplicatable. Promise. All right. Love you guys. Bye, Samantha.